Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So we got some sunshine today, that's a good thing. And my marine battery there is all charged. Solar cell's doing its job. So it's about 11:45, 12:29 Monday, 4.2 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. The door's been open for a little while, so that's about the right temperature. You know, a lot of times when you're making videos, especially the kind I make, kind of fix it and find it and fix it type videos, sometimes when things don't quite go as planned, they're the more important videos. I mean, if every engine, and the wind is blowing, sorry about that, if every engine I walk up to starts on the first pull, right? What am I teaching you guys? I'm teaching you guys nothing. So, this is the engine off of this frame, right? I just took it out of the hole. Yeah, my wife's in there playing funeral dirges for me. Anyway, and you guys remember this engine? I think it was an eBay engine. I got it, and it's a smoker. I think that's where this engine came from. Normally when somebody goes through the trouble of putting tags on it and all, it's an eBay. Yeah, it's a 185. It says S. They probably mean sport. I'm thinking it means smokes. And you can kind of tell a smoky engine because, you know, when you look in the exhaust port, you know, you see the oil just about dripping off that stud. It's safe to say that engine's going to be a smoker. Anyway, I went through the trouble of replacing the ignition advance, right? The magnetic advance here with one with springs on it that work. I actually changed the pulsar. This one has an ohm value of 30 ohms. A lot better than 80 ohms of the last one. I didn't mess with the stator or anything because I don't need it with the portable CDI box. And I did a compression check on this thing. Compression came in low. Somewhere around barely 75, and that was with the carburetor off and the exhaust manifold off. So I mean, full best compression was 75. That's really right on the edge of running or not. Anyway, I smashed the carburetor onto it, and this is the carburetor I used to start this engine. And if you guys go back a few videos, I don't know, 50 or so, and look at when I started this engine, it had a cable choke, so I kind of had to hold it to be able to start it. It was a real pest. So when it didn't start easily, I rebuilt the carburetor. And though I've used this carburetor recently, both the main jet and the idle jet, the hole in the center was clogged up. So, you know, I got my official carburetor cleaning tool out and poked a wire through it, right? So, and clean those up. So the carburetor's working properly. It also flooded a little bit, so I checked, you know, the float valve, and it all seemed clear. I just gave it a quick blow through with some carburetor cleaner, and now doesn't appear to be flooding. But as I pull the string, it does seem to be belching a little gas out of the carburetor. So given the low compression and it's belching a little gas out of the carburetor, this thing has one last thing I'm going to do with it before I consider it kind of a parts engine. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the valve caps off. the valve adjuster caps, these guys, and make sure the valves are not too tight. These don't look like they were off before, right? They're not scarred up. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm hoping they didn't run this engine without an air filter. The characteristic of that is if you run without an air filter, you begin to remove a lot of material, particularly around the valve seats. And then, even though you haven't messed with the adjustment, the valve seats become eroded and the valve has to close more, so to speak, to seat properly, but the adjuster doesn't let it do that. So I'm hoping they didn't do it. The engine appears to be in halfway decent shape, so I'll be disappointed if it turns out to be so much of a loser. I mean, once again, it's from a cosmetic point of view and a external physical point of view, right? Nothing's torn up. I know you're an attack cat. So, okay. Once again, just quickly, I put the engine together as it should run. It's with the portable ignition system. It doesn't fire. It does have low compression, and it does seem to be belching some gas out of the carburetor. So, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a dead engine, but or a parts engine, but it's drifting that way. All right, folks. Thank you for watching and commenting and subscribing. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. I'm going to have some lunch with a buddy, so I got to get out of here. And then, I don't know, depending what time we get back, I'll see what else I get up into, what else we can do today. I got to tell you, I really am kind of disappointed in that engine, even though it doesn't run. Theoretically, given its appearance, it's still worth probably sorry about the wind, probably about $100, right? It appears to be shifting. The clutch is fine. The whole bottom end appears to be good. So I don't know. Sometimes it happens. You know, a lot of people like to run without air filters. They think it gives them extra power. I don't know. If you have somebody tell you that sucking dirt gives them extra power, you know, smack them upside the head and say, sucking dirt gives you extra power. How long is that going to last? All right. Guys, remember, keep your feet down. Keep your head up. And remember to enjoy all your days. You don't want any days to get by that you don't enjoy. Even if you're just standing right here and getting a little sun, the garage is warm, just grab whatever time you can. You can always sleep and you can always rest when you're dead. Right? No problem. You got plenty of time when you go. So make sure you have your fun now. Okay, folks. Take care. Bye now.